Hey everyone! So I recently received a lot of questions about how to do a Regal Wrap, aka a wrap without tails, for someone that either has a larger head, aka the circumference of their head is larger, or someone who is wearing a larger shaper underneath their wrap, or someone who is dealing with a shorter scarf than usual. It is entirely possible to do a Regal Wrap or a wrap without tails with a shorter scarf, and which right now I have a New York Brights with me, which is one of our shorter scarves that we sell here at Wrapunzel. And I'm going to show you how to do a Regal Wrap. It's very similar to beginner's luck, and I would highly advise that you watch that you watch the Regal Wrap tutorial, which is very detailed, first before attempting this, because I'm going to skim over some of the details like folding the scarf to fit your head, etc., to get to the actual point, which is how to do a wrap without tails with a shorter scarf. So here is my New York Brights. The width of the New York Brights is actually smaller than most scarves, so I actually really do not need to fold it to fit my head. I am going to achieve this wrap, you need to kind of do it like a beginner's luck. That means one end is going to be shorter, this end right here, and one end is going to be longer. And so you bring it around to the front of your head like this, and you kind of pull it to shape your shaper. And the key is showing that scarf who's boss, which I always talk about. Really, like, these scarves are durable, they're meant to be used. Don't be afraid, make it lay the way you want it to lay. Okay, so now I'm going to tie that knot at the back. And as you can see, one end that is shorter and one end that is longer. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working with the longer end first. So you can decide, do you want it, let's say, coming around the front and kind of on an angle going back here? Do you want it the width smaller? Do you want it wider? There's so many options, but what's really important is that you work with the scarf kind of like so it lays flat on your head. So I'm going to bring it up on a medium width. This is what I usually do. And bring this all the way around. This, as I said, this is the longer end. Make sure you like the way the pleats lie around your head. And what I've created here is I've created an area that I can tuck my longer end. So I'm going to stick it right in here. So I bring it around and stick those fringy bits right away in there. There you go. I'm going to make sure I have all of it in. So one tip is, one way to really get those fringy ends all together is like generally the angle of the scarf will leave you with a shorter end here and a longer end here. So get all those fringy ends kind of tucked in to the end there. So the longer end is the only thing that you need to tuck. And put that in right there. There, you got it. Okay. So that's kind of like a beginner's luck without the knot. You've got secured this end and then you have this end hanging down. But for those of you that would like to have a wrap without tails and would like this end to be gone, then you do basically the same thing with this shorter end that you did with the longer end. You bring it up and around and tuck it into the section that you have at the back. So you bring this up and around. I like to have it a little farther back than the first end. And then the place you're going to tuck it is going to be right here. One cool tip that you can do is, if you want, you can like make a little cool flower or something at the side here and then use a pin to secure it. But I'm not going to do that right now. We're going to really doing a basic Regal Wrap without tails. So I'm bringing this around again. I'm finding those short ends. I'm really rolling them in so it's not easy to tuck. And then I'm going to find, again, there's an area here I could tuck it in. I could tuck it in at the side, anywhere really. And I'm going to tuck it in right here, making it nice and secure. I'm basically tucking it in instead of the original Regal Wrap, which has two ends at the same length. I'm basically using that first longer scarf end to tuck in both ends. So here I have a Regal Wrap. A really pretty perfect Regal Wrap that I have right here, and it can work with any length of scarf and any head size, any shaper size, and I think it looks the same. It looks basically the same, right? Okay, hope this works for you all, and have a wonderful day. Bye.